Why develop the TEAMS project? As student achievement data has become more widely accessible, analysts have sounded the alarm about the performance of U.S. students in comparison to their international counterparts. These gaps in achievement have prompted educators to consider an array of new school improvement strategies. Thanks to the increased availability of longitudinal data about student performance, school leaders are now more proficient than ever at measuring the impact of various teaching and learning methods. Based on lessons learned by communities and schools who have implemented pay-for-performance models, MAPSA began compiling research for a federal grant opportunity in this important and growing area of practice. MAPSA consulted the nation's leading experts in professional evaluation, performance measurement, and data management to develop the TEAMS project. The federal grant was procured in 2010, and work on TEAMS began.
I started with the start of the TEAMS grant, so right off the bat I was able to compare what the school was like before and after, because I was still in the school. I wasn't a teacher, but I was still in the school, and I saw the support that was given to first-year teachers, and as a result of the TEAMS grant, I felt like as soon as I started, I already had a mentor, I already had scheduled meetings with her and what we were going to look at to start me off with success. I wasn't just thrown in. And the professionalism with our PLC communities and our meetings, whole group and small group, really give us a chance to talk in depth, not hallway talk here and there, when you're passing each other in the classroom, but set up times to really talk about how you're doing in your classroom.
Here's what you need to know. To be eligible for a TEAMS performance-based incentive payment, a teacher must hold a valid Michigan teaching certificate, be employed at the school from October 31st, 2013 to June 15th, 2014, participate in 2 formal third-party evaluations, teach a minimum of 5 students per year. What to expect this year? The following is a brief glimpse at what TEAMS participants can expect during the 2013-2014 school year. 2 formal classroom observations by third-party evaluators. Throughout the course of the school year, 2 classroom observations will take place in each classroom, once in the fall and once in the spring. The observations will take place by a third party who will evaluate you on the Danielson Framework for Teaching Domains 2, the classroom environment, and 3, instruction. Your school leader will notify you of when your observation is scheduled. 1 walkthrough observation by your school leader. Your school leader will complete 1 walkthrough observation during the academic year. You will be evaluated on the Danielson Framework for Teach subdomains 2B, establishing a culture for learning, and 3C, engaging students in learning. Fall baseline testing. Fall testing is determined to establish a baseline score for students. The baseline score is used to establish an expected growth target for the spring for each student. Spring testing. Students are required to take a spring test to establish their annual academic growth. This growth is compared to their expected growth to determine if the students have met their target. Val-Ed survey. In the fall and spring of each year, you will be asked to complete the Val-Ed survey, providing feedback on the leader in your school. Professional development opportunities. Throughout the year, you will have the opportunity to participate in a number of professional development opportunities. This year, each individual school will determine which professional development sessions to offer to its leaders and teachers. You have the opportunity to earn 1% of your salary as a performance-based incentive as long as you meet all eligibility requirements. Since the inception of the TEAMS project, participating schools have made tremendous strides. However, we are sure you will agree that we still have a long way to go before academic achievement meets all of our expectations. With your continued passion and commitment to TEAMS, we are confident that we will meet those expectations.
I do. They've given us a lot of support where the teachers, like we have this machine called Lucy, which does 360 degrees. It's really, kind of a phenomenal thing. And I think that helps the teachers to be able to see what they're doing and sometimes what they're missing. you know, because you have that little kid in the back of the room that you don't necessarily see right away, but he is doing something. Or you may see that you're teaching to what we call sometimes a T, the kids that are right in front of you, and so you're missing some of the kids there. So that's been very helpful. They provide professional development for the leaders as well as for the teachers, and that's helpful. And there's a lot more that I think I need to be taking advantage of with the Teams grant, and so we're working on doing some of that. They have provided for us through School Improvement a wonderful data coach, and she has worked very effectively with all of the teachers in helping them and helping them in the right way. She didn't do it for them. She sat with them and worked with them so that they understand the data, they understand how to get it, they understand what to do with it. So that kind of help it's marvelous, because even though George Crockett has a good budget, you can't always do some of those things.